So this commenter says that by the same logic, guns should be cash and carry because the Second Amendment states that it shall not be infringed. In comparing voting rights to the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment consists of 28 words and 3 commas. It reads as follows: a well-regulated militia, comma, being necessary for a free state, comma, the rights of the people to keep and bear arms, comma, shall not be infringed. Well-regulated militia. First of all, with the invention of the National Guard, private militias were deemed illegal. We actually had to go back to the Supreme Court to codify the individual person's right to keep and bear arms. Would also like you to point out anywhere in those 28 words and 3 commas where it says what kind of arms you can keep. Doesn't say gun. Just says that you can keep and bear arms. That's what it says. And the regulation part is the reason why we can tax gun purchases. A regulation is a law. A regulation is also a tax. You know, I understand that the Constitution, especially constitutional law and constitutional wording, is extremely difficult to understand. When it says must or shall or this or that or the other, that means it has to be. When it says regulated, that means that the Congress can decide what regulations are necessary for each right. Technically, because the Second Amendment says that we can regulate, we can actually have gun registries. We can actually have a regulation that says that you have to pass a mental health background check before you are able to access the arms in which you are allowed to have. The wording is different. In the 24th Amendment, you will notice the lack of the wording regulation or requirement or anything that would suggest that we can put a tax or any kind of regulations on that particular right. So we can, in fact, tax, and we do, in fact, tax the Second Amendment because we have to regulate it somehow. Anyway, the more you know.